All right, Black Power was the General Cyrus Soon City, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. To all my family out there, we already know what it is. KingSeti.com, online marketplace for all your fly African products. Official General Cyrus Soon City DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies. You understand what I'm saying? We got the African jewelry, comedic jewelry, art. We got it all over there. Go check us out for the exclusive General Cyrus Soon City. You won't see this on YouTube, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive General Cyrus Soon City live streams, information series, a step up, some shit that'll get a nigga put off a goddamn YouTube type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And to all my family for that, that treasure chest of all the wisdom of General Cyrus Soon City, the Seti University. I want y'all to go on over there to generalseti.com. We're in the house. Go on over there to generalseti.com and nigga be amazed. Be amazed, nigga. Nah, today we dealing with a very, very serious subject. Does the coronavirus show the United States to be vulnerable? You understand what I'm saying? To various attacks by its enemies. And we gotta think, you gotta think very, very serious about this. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why, number one, this virus, this disease is supposedly originated damn near, 3 miles away. 3,000 miles away in goddamn China, some goddamn where. But yet and still today, you got close to 1 million goddamn cases that supposedly been, documented in America. It's very, damn near 1/3 of all, cases in the world is right here. That's very, very serious. And that shows a very, very a very serious weakness. You understand what I'm saying? That many motherfuckers find loopholes. You know what I'm saying? We got to think about this shit. And even for Black America, it shows a very, very, serious weakness, because if these motherfuckers even thought that, that they could attack the United States by any type of virus, what the fuck is it called? EMP, where they, detonate, you know what I'm saying, a bomb over the United States, and it knocks out all the electronic shit in the United States, including the military. You understand what I'm saying? We just don't understand, how vulnerable the United States is. And so, you got this, it's supposed to be the greatest nation on the planet. Yet and still, you got more goddamn cases than any one nation on earth. You understand what I'm saying? Where you got New York State got more cases than any nation on earth, a state, one state alone. That shows, a vulnerability. You understand that, and then you running around the United States, running around the world claiming to be the greatest nation on the planet, yet and still, it shows that your infrastructure, and I'm thinking to myself, is the military is as powerful as it claimed to be? Because you know what I'm saying, we was always taught that, United States health, we got the best hospitals, best doctors in the world. That's what we was always taught. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, got more cases. Now, what, that again, what's in the culture of the United States that would have it, where so many people could catch it if this is what, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think very much that, it's a virus, but then again, it could be many things. You know what I'm saying? In the age of warfare, it could be many things, you see. But the next thing that because we've heard about this virus thing long before the virus even hit here. So it's like indicators is always sent out, that something is coming. So they've talked about these viruses over and over and over and over for many years prior to this shit hitting. You know what I'm saying? And I've also heard about this EMP. You know what I'm saying? Where a rogue nation can detonate an explosive over the United States, and it says, God damn it, that's the end of civilization for that nation. Ain't no coming back. You know what I'm saying? People got to understand that that's very serious. That if they detonate some shit over the it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to understand it's real, and that many of these indicators are not coming true, and because we gonna be on the shit end of the stick, you know what I'm saying? Again, in a situation like that, we're gonna expect that everybody gonna be in need of and generators and shit and this that you ain't gonna be able to get the gas out the motherfucking pump. You know what I'm saying? Many niggas, ain't gonna be able to access in money probably of if you got a couple dollars, that might be, but what in the end result, you ain't gonna be able to get no money up out that ATM, the banks and shit the electricity is gonna be fried. Anything that got chips in it and shit, it's fried. You know what I'm saying? So, that goes down to every electronic in the country. You know what I'm saying? And they saying that, if they detonate this shit over the United States, particularly in the middle, that it could damn near fry everything, from east to west, north to south. It's a particular type of bomb, but, it ain't just no firecracker, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't like, they got to have, like where you shooting missiles and shit, hundreds of missiles or thousands of missiles. They could detonate just one over the United States and it'll fry all, electronics in the country. That's the next thing, because I was hearing this shit for the last 2-3 years, and I seen military experts. They was very, very worried about any rogue nation, or anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's the vulnerability that I see, because United States have always projected damn near invincibility. You know what I'm saying? Damn near projecting invincibility, that it cannot be. And so again, we were always, we was always shown to the world to be the best in health, and that just not so. The internal structure of the United States got so many goddamn cracks in it, is ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? Just be, is more, a conversational piece than reality. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the infrastructure of the goddamn United States. You know what I'm saying? We always projecting that, how great the infrastructure of the United States is about to fall down. They goddamn bridges and shit. And this was even when Obama was in office. The bridges got a D- all over the United States. That shit could just fall down. You could see, cement falling from up under the goddamn bridges and this, that, and the third. Every city got a goddamn pothole and major pot. The streets is, toe up and old. Then you got the piping up under, you know what I'm saying? Up under the ground, that ain't been changed in, 40 years, 50 years, many, and this is where you get, a lot of the shit like in Flint and, other areas, Detroit too, and many other areas. You know what I'm saying? So today, that projection of invincibility and that, the United States is, the greatest and can never be defeated and this, that's a bunch of garbage. You see what I'm saying? There's no way, having the best healthcare system and it ain't all about healthcare. It's about how people take care of themselves. You understand what I'm saying? If people not getting sick, there's no need to, to have so much invested, in healthcare. When you invest in, health, prior to even getting sick or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really scary to see that 1/3, and that's crazy. 1/3 of the cases is right here in the United States of America. 1/3. You got supposedly 3 million cases around the world, and you got 1 million right here. 1/3 of all the cases. And so that shows a very serious vulnerability, and you fucking with all these people around the globe and shit. When all they had to do is bring a couple of vials of some biological chemical warfare and slip that shit in here, and showing you the damage that could be done, especially when you got a goddamn government, Trump, who, ain't even responding to this shit. It almost make me feel like he in cahoots. He always, he's always giving homage to Kim Jong Un, or over there in North Korea and all that garbage. He gives credit to Putin and all that, and gives credit to even the leader of China, talking about they good friends and shit. This, that, and the third. And so when you got a soft motherfucker like that, and giving, they can come in here and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And he, being such a, trying to play up to these leaders, because he's not a real leader himself, he leaves the content. This is, it could be anyone. It could be Biden too. It don't make no goddamn difference. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we see that, we are not going to get no goddamn ventilator. They don't even want you to bring your black ass even up in the hospital. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when a lot, this shit happen on any kind of level, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure, they got all type of doomsday, because I was hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying? When the talk or this EMP shit, even 2-3 years ago, they said, in the fact that, North Korea and this, that, and the third had the ability to hit, certain areas of the United States. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of doomsday, where you got companies building a lot of underground bunkers. This is for the common, guy who got 100,000, 200,000. So a lot of these rich folk, they already got their underground bunkers. You see what I'm saying? They already, making preparation for a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's if you got the money to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's almost like an indicator to me that very, very soon that one nation or another is going to have, an attack like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's devastating to have it's great, because like I say, if it go out, it would probably take 100 years or even more to replace, all the things, I'm talking about. Is going to fry the wiring. You know what I'm saying? It's going to fry everything that got some electrical circuit. You know what I'm saying? Electronics or whatever. So, that's very devastating. They say there's no comeback from that. That's almost like the end of civilization. It's going to damn near be like when when motherfuckers first came over here, it wasn't nothing but a damn forest. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to understand that you living in some very, very serious times today. You know what I'm saying? The banking system, a lot of motherfuckers having problems. You can't even access your goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? So that right there letting you know, if y'all had any problems during these times, with your money up in that goddamn bait, you already know to make some some other arrangements. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, if that shit shut down, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got, and you got all your money up in there, you know what I'm saying? You already know that, you ain't gonna be able to feed yourself. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing for yourself. You understand? Because they're gonna, have, and they just sitting in there with all your wealth. It ain't really worth nothing, no way. It ain't nothing but paper. It ain't nothing but paper. You understand what I'm saying? But it's our paper. We that's what we use in the day, you know what I'm saying, to exchange wealth. And so it is our paper, you know what I'm saying? And so if we don't have access to our paper, then we can't do nothing. And a lot of people's is understanding that right now. You ride up and down there, niggas, ain't a lot of banks is closed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of banks, and then you pull up, and then you got a lot of people outside the bank. They only letting so many people in and shit. So right there, you understanding that you won't have access to banks. And so when I was looking at a lot of videos, if you watch a lot of them prepper videos, and that's people that see what and teach about what to do during a situation like that. That's very serious. You understand what I'm saying? But in the long, and that's it's necessary to give some of them videos a watch. There's no goddamn doubt about it. But at the end of the day, in a prolonged situation like that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna require even a greater answer than any of the preppers can come up with. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna literally be, every man for itself at that time. You know what I'm saying? So, again, with weak leadership and nobody's owning up, and people seeing how many people can get sick just by putting some shit out, that's really, that's really scary. You know what I'm saying? That, what is these people putting in place that will prevent something like that from happening again? Nothing. Because they so worried about the economic system. You know what I'm saying? Which gonna require that a lot of these doors be open. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna require that's how the whore is. We talk about United States, you talking about Great Britain, these is whores and shit. And so they got to have their legs wide open for every, they let anybody come in. They're just like the Arab. They over there fucking around with them people. You understand what I'm saying? Bombing there. And I don't give a fuck, to be 100 with you. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact is, you got them right here inside your belly. You understand what I'm saying? And so if they, want to do something, you know what I'm saying, they got access. And so if you talking about Al Qaeda and this, that, and the third, motherfuckers you claim to, want to destroy America, and you showing this type of vulnerability, then goddamn, you done gave these motherfuckers all kind of ideas. You know what I'm saying? All they got to do, and you got Russia, you got you got China, you got a lot of countries that are, even though they say they got, each nation got some type of, a fingerprint, a biological fingerprint. They could tell, where a particular, but then that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You won't know. But you got old, nations like Russia and China and so on that can hand one of them motherfuckers something and they can bring that shit right on in here. You know what I'm saying? So, this most definitely, and you out here fucking with all these people, blowing their shit up, this, that, and the third, you have truly shown a vulnerability for attack. You know what I'm saying? By having these many of your people, you understand what I'm saying? Getting sick and shit and dying and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you got a stupid ass motherfucking president who would tell a motherfucker to inject pine saw or some goddamn Lysol into their body. You understand what I'm saying? That right there show you that this is the silliest motherfucker. and this motherfucker more sillier than Bush. You know what I'm saying? He more sillier than Bush, and that's real motherfucking talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't support none of, but Bush, he talk shit, but he back it up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bomb the shit out your monkey ass. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Any other nation would you got to damn near consider this shit an attack. You know what I'm saying? This is not and y'all not even discussing this shit. This is a motherfucking attack. I don't give a fuck if you motherfuckers over there and they keep talking about China, didn't, respond fast enough, and they knowing if they don't, that shit should be considered a motherfucking attack. You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit is you? And so if y'all don't deal with it on that level and let motherfuckers know, you know what I'm saying? We not tolerating this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It got to be some type of a response, on the level. You know what I'm saying? When you got these many people infected and shit, it got to be a response. You know what I'm saying? For this. So if they don't do this and shit, and like I said, we at the bottom of every motherfucking thing. You got a lot of peoples out here that, got a lot of goddamn theories, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But that's all we do. We theorize about shit. We come up with all type of conspiracies and shit. We ain't at the table to see or hear a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But we got all the answers, this, that, and the third. It's very clear that it's an attack one way or another. Nah, it could be, it could have been an attack with open arms by the government. We don't goddamn know, you know what I'm saying? When you got a million somebody got an answer for that. You know what I'm saying? A million motherfuckers got it. Somebody got an answer for that. And, it's quite clear that, it's going to be 100,000, at least 100,000 people going to be dead within the next couple months. You had old Donald Trump come out there and say he cut the goddamn numbers. He said, he's saying shit. You know what I'm saying? He not stepping up to the motherfucking plate. You know what I'm saying? Because he running, and people don't understand that he running on the economy. You understand what I'm saying? So he don't give a fuck about, the health and just keeping shit, closed, because he can't win on that. He can't win with 30, 40 million motherfuckers out of work. He can't win with this is the worst economic crisis the United States have ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Reality, understandably. You know what I'm saying? He can't, and so you got a crazy motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? He could literally do damn near anything. You know what I'm saying? To stay in power. But I heard Biden, hint that, that he might push back the election. You know what I'm saying? He could push back the election. You know what I'm saying? And so that, that shit throwing hints. And I've already said, that is a possibility that, he can motherfucking, issue, martial law. Nah, by him letting the damn, opening the businesses up and shit against medical, the top medical, practitioners and shit, and the ones that's in charge of all the viruses and shit, he going against them. So is he putting himself in a predicament where he can call, martial law, because so many people is dying and shit, and that the shit spike back up. And so it can't be no election. People can't go out and this, that, and the third. You have to see this. In your head, you got to see all possibilities. Because again, any motherfucker talking about injecting some goddamn Lysol into you, motherfucker, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? No way he should be, you understand, in no predicament to run the whole goddamn country. You understand what I'm saying? That shit is totally ridiculous. And so, Biden is right there with him, and a lot of people don't believe that he right there with him. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers hand the baton off to the next, cause the motherfucker that get into office ain't never the one in charge. He's the front man. His motherfuckers behind him telling him what to motherfucking do. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't gonna get no funds. Every position you got to have funds to operate. You understand when it come down time to that electoral college and shit, you know what? You can win. You can have the outright vote, but the one who's in charge of that electoral vote, he ain't got to vote for the he ain't got to. He can cast it for whoever he wanna cast it to. You know what I'm saying? So understand that. So if the motherfuckers behind the scene in control of the electoral college, you understand what I'm saying? Who got the real power, and vote for the next person. That's just all it is. So the majority can vote, but that don't necessarily mean that's the man that's going to be in charge. And when they put him in his place, he's put in his place, you understand, with, stipulations, very, very serious stipulations. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to quit playing this game. You know what I'm saying? We got to quit playing this game that we got anything to do with what the fuck motherfuckers, as far as the government, this, that, and the third. They telling you niggas to take your ass home. You don't even get to see a doctor. Stay at home, nigga. Stay at home. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you might pass. You understand what I'm saying? And we could get some more niggas up out of here, as many as possible. You see what I'm saying? We losing a lot of beloved. So we ain't got time to be, dealing, with this bullshit like we do. We don't have no control. That's why it come time, and all them, them fake plans and shit. It's about black nationalism. It is no goddamn doubt. That's what it's about. We have, and not only is it about black nationalism, it's about global African supremacy. When you can have motherfuckers take vows and it's almost like, how they sneaking dope into the country, where they'll take dope and they'll sew it up in a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many keys that been brought into the United States coming up out of a motherfucker that been sold up with 2, 3? Man, I done seen on cable where one motherfucker had 3, 4 keys in his goddamn leg. He ain't even have no leg. They damn near took and emptied this motherfucker leg out and got all type of kilos in his motherfucking leg. You know what I'm saying? So this is showing you how shit is coming in here. Most people think, yeah, it's just coming in, man. They putting that shit all in people's bodies and shit, bringing that shit over through here. So just showing you how easy it is to get some shit in here like that. You know what I'm saying? And and if you don't know it's here and it's already infecting, it's already, you understand? Don't worry about, if it's some goddamn fuck the trolls. They don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have that. They need to be in the house. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got shit else to do, and they need to be over here. That's 100. You know what I'm saying? That's flattery. You understand that you chose to bring your bitch ass over to troll and my shit. That's 100. But you know what I'm saying? We got to stay focused to what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, we got to think about us. We got to think about, our welfare and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And outside of this government, because it's already showing, nigga, if anything go wrong, you're going to be at the shit end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? That's where you going to be. I keep telling you niggas this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep trying to find, I've heard that, they thinking, it was just talked about that Michelle Obama might be the VP for Biden, and niggas even if they did, you know what I'm saying? You niggas are run and it ain't gonna mean shit because they gonna hand the baton off. In reality is the infrastructure, it don't make no goddamn difference. The infrastructure was the same under Obama. even though the goddamn the virus didn't hit at its time, the infrastructure is totally depleted. You understand what I'm saying? Just be real about it. The infrastructure is totally depleted. You see what I'm saying? So it don't make no difference which one of the only thing is, one president going, he gonna sing a few more, humanitarian love songs to you niggas. We are the world and shit and kumbaya you niggas to death. And you niggas is gonna vote for them and shit, cause they're gonna give a nigga a couple of more boxes of cheese and shit, this, that, and that's how we sell ourselves out. You know what I'm saying? And then when time comes, we less, we more vulnerable. And the crazy shit is that we've been over here for so long. Niggas keep begging these motherfuckers for reparations and shit, this, that, and the third. You ain't got it yet. And you dying in alarming rates and shit. You know what I'm saying? And even if you had it, what the fuck would you do with it? You see what I'm saying? So we don't even have no game plan. And what you hearing out here, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna suffice at all. You know what I'm saying? We got to control everything. Total African control. We got to control it from top to bottom. And we have to look at, these threats, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, it being a threat to, it's a threat. How would we respond to it? Because it's obvious that if some shit go down, they ain't gonna have our back. You understand what I'm saying? And this is very critical because any attack, any mob is just gonna show you the response you're gonna get from the other side. That's the response you're gonna be out here on your own. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that, and like I said, we ain't even out of the motherfucker, and so we, and I'm saying this, Black America, we is more vulnerable right now than we've ever been. You understand what I'm saying? Because if, motherfucker come with a 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? On these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Come with a 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing that I kept asking myself, I say, damn, yeah, you hearing about a couple motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, in the military, that just to throw you off. But why the fuck isn't, I've heard no real military bases or nothing like that, being shut down on any major level. You know what I'm saying? How in the fuck are they, still a part of the nation? You know what I'm saying? How is it? You know what I'm saying? That they, damn near, like I said, the few motherfuckers that they showing, I seen a couple ships here and there, but I ain't really seen no major effect to the military. You see what I'm saying? And and even if it was, even if they, what policies is they using to keep that shit out of the military like that? You know what I'm saying? What kind of policy? And if the vulnerability, if it hit the military like it hit the goddamn country, the nation, then that right there shows that they ain't even gotta drop a goddamn bomb. You know what I'm saying? They could put some shit over here, man, and shut the motherfucking country down. You know what I'm saying? So the reality, I'm like, damn, why isn't the military really effective? They still over there fucking with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They still running operations. United States military ain't stopped shit. Them motherfuckers still overseas fucking with motherfuckers. They over there, posturing with Iran, this, that, and the third. So they still out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about every fucking thing that's going on. I hope this is a wake-up call for our people. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody, ain't no place here for you. It's not. Don't even believe it. Don't let them, because the more and more you go down this road, the further and further you're going to be in the hole. And a lot of people, see, the thing is that sometimes when you walk down the road so long and you think that the end is there, you thinking that the end is right around the corner. So in your mind, it's going to tell you, and I'm going to keep going. You understand what I'm saying? And the reality is you don't even know what the end's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what the end's supposed to look like. So you keep going down the road, keep going down the fucking road. The reality is the only choice you got is to turn your black ass around and go the other way. And I don't care how long it may look like, well, if I turn, I got to go. I don't give a fuck. You understand? That's the only right way for you to go. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we had great teachers and leaders that was telling us early on, you know, that it was about self. You had Africa in its independence explosion. You had many great minds that was leading us toward independence and, you know, African sovereignty. And so you've been denied that, you know, we don't talk about the assassination of all our leaders. And so a lot of people talk down on the people without even, you know, bringing up the fact that if our leaders that came, you know, in previous years, if they had a true opportunity to help the people, we would be in a better state. But the United States, you know, and the FBI and the CIA and all these goddamn, you know, these alphabet boys, you know what I'm saying, assassin, knowing that if you don't have the great minds, and we all, you know, we got to have the great minds. A lot of people say we don't, bitch, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here talking about the information like Colin and Malcolm and Marcus and, you know, and Dr. Clark. Y'all motherfuckers ain't talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't talking about a motherfucking thing at all that can lead our people nowhere. You understand? You see what you know, y'all like listening to motherfucking, you know, this you know, all this garbage on the internet, and the motherfucker can slick talk, nigga, because a nigga don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Our people need serious leadership, a serious message. You know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't out here, ain't got nothing. I don't even fucking, nigga, get out of here. Cause I already know. You understand? Because most of where we at today done already been prophesied. You know, Marcus Garvey told us damn near over 100 years ago we was gonna be in this predicament. And he said once we, you know, once the, you know, the Western world mechanized to a certain point where they didn't mastered all industry and they didn't, you know, they didn't mastered, you know, all technology, that the only thing that's gonna be left for us is extermination. They not giving a nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is, it's very, you know, it's very silly of black people to think they got a place here after what, you know, these people have done to us. If you figure, motherfucker, then, you know, the level of, you know, just brutality and dehumanization of African people, you think a motherfucker gonna put you in a predicament, you know, to have some kind of power so you could put him in the fucking same predicament he done had you in? That ain't even, you know, that ain't even intelligent. And I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even, you know, fault the white man for not, you know, for doing what he doing, because he has no choice to do what he do. You know, it's not about what he do, it's about what we do. You know, and so if we, you know, many niggas feel like if the white man don't take his hand up off of us and stop, that we ain't gonna never be out of oppression. No, motherfucker, you break his hand. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, and I keep hearing niggas always talking about, you know, where we ain't got the guns and shit. Man, motherfuckers is dropping vials, and them motherfuckers talking about motherfuckers is dropping vials on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all of, you know, and you know, you got poor man bombs and shit. Everybody ain't got it, but they got that poor man bomb. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is very, you know, can be as destructive or even more destructive. You understand what I'm saying? So niggas don't, you know, y'all niggas tap before y'all even get in the ring. You motherfuckers don't even want to come out the, you know, you niggas don't even want to come out the room, the dressing room, nigga. You niggas staying in motherfucker in there in the ring. You motherfucking hoe ass niggas look, and that just show you the cowardness in a nigga heart. You know what I'm saying? You know, the cowardness in the nigga, you motherfuckers tap in the goddamn, well, we ain't, you know, and they gonna hear us on. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. Goddamn, y'all niggas apologizing for, you know, speaking the truth, man, you know, and that's why some of us gotta be fearless. A lot of people say, oh, that nigga is stupid. No, motherfucker, nigga got, you know, the ancestors in his spirit and his heart where he don't tremble at every month. Y'all motherfuckers be apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Before you know, for any little, you know, I know I think I said the bitch. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You know, they never gave a goddamn about how our ancestors felt when they done all the wicked shit to them. Yeah, and I understand that sometimes, you know, you have to play your cards, but then when you got the life of the people on the line to where somebody got to say something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers gonna quietly go into extinction. You know what I'm saying? Quietly go into extinction. No, nobody want to say a motherfucking thing. That's when you done punked everybody. That's a punk. You know, it's one thing to be strategic, you know, but then it come a time when motherfucker have to throw the doors open for the sake of existence. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just you know, oh, you gonna, you know, get it. Nigga, this is for the existence of the people. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, the 1-2 thing, if it's something come after this, you know what I'm saying? Our people is in very critical, you know, state right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, deaths and shit. You know, I done had death in my family. You know, I got family, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, is, you know, sickly right now, you know, and we praying for them. So this shit real. This ain't no motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? So if something come behind this shit, and what the fuck niggas has got, what kind of blueprint you got? You know what I'm saying? So it's quite evident that, you know, the end result is that we got the shit end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? We got this, and we gonna get the shit end of the stick every motherfucking time. Don't give a fuck who in office. You know, if Trump passed the baton off to Biden, so fucking what? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all like, you see, y'all like a motherfucker that won't, you know, show up in the Baptist church and sing some, you know, some gospel songs with you niggas. That's what you do. That's all they know. All they do is show up in the church and give them old, you know, them old barbecue chicken dinner eating niggas. It's a couple of dollars, and they gonna tell they flock, yeah, vote for Biden, and niggas sing, you know, and talk about, you know, they always talk about how they walk with Martin Luther King and shit. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, and Biden was motherfucking, he was for, you know, he was for segregation. And I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? That was the most fucked up thing we ever did was, you know, when we fought against segregation, we should have kept that shit. You know, that's part of goddamn black power. You know, the shit, every fucking thing. If you look at, you know, and these old crybaby ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? We talk about, you know, many of the conditions we was in prior to Martin Luther King and this, that. Them was actually better goddamn predicament positions that we was in. A lot of motherfuckers talking about they want to homeschool and this, that, and the motherfucker. We had our own schools before segregation. It's like we trying to get back to where we already was. You know what I'm saying? We had we had black teachers. They didn't have no white people in our community with no businesses at that time. You know, they didn't want to be around your ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? So all the businesses in the black community was owned by black people. You understand what I'm saying? And then niggas wanted to be, you know, right up under the beast. And so that gave him an excuse. He got a bigger pot. So he can come in and, you know what I'm saying? He can get a better building. He could get better products. He could get it for a cheaper price because he manufactured. His brother manufactured the product so he can get it. And so at you know, that destroys the you know, the black business owner who, you know, who don't have that type of power to fight somebody like that. And so we trying to get back to where the fuck we was. And so when motherfuckers get to talking about they walk with Martin Luther King, you already know, motherfucker. You already know. It ain't about all. Nigga is a nigga I'm with, you know, separate but equal. And I ain't even saying we equal, but goddamn, that's a separate but goddamn equal. You understand? But that ain't what I'm talking about. But that was the better choice, in the predicament what we was in. That would have left, black business owners in charge of the community. It would have, left our, we was able to teach our children whatever we want to teach them. They didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no mandatory curriculum to teach, black children this, that, and the third. So we fucking up, trying to be next to this damn beast. You know what I'm saying? And then when shit go down, nigga, you can't even get a bed. And even though them motherfuckers ain't nothing, them hospitals was full of viruses and shit. So you can go in there and catch that shit, have, family went up in there and caught the shit. You know what I'm saying? So you going up in there catching the shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm thinking, you going and so that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that just show we're not in control of our own food source. We're not in control of our own medical source. Even the shit that niggas is telling people to get. Nigga, you got to get that shit from the beast. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got that shit on the shelf. Yeah, you got niggas out here that, they getting it out of the natural. But even then, nigga, where's you getting that shit from? Ain't no niggas, growing nothing in the, a few motherfuckers, but that's not gonna feed the population of black people. You understand what I'm saying? So the reality is, even the natural foods, if motherfuckers don't already, you ain't got access to that. And if you ain't got knowledge of what types of foods how the fuck is you gonna heal yourself? You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to heal ourselves. We have to, we have to learn from this. A lot of this shit, and we have to do research to know what's next. What's up on the chopping block? You know what I'm saying? What's next? You know what I'm saying? This shit, what's next is coming. You know what I'm saying? That we got to prepare for. You understand what I'm saying? Before this shit go down. You see what I'm saying? And so I understand, we got all this medical shit. And then it come a time where it ain't about just growing shit. It ain't about, just, eating good. It's about dealing with motherfuckers that got the initiative to even drop some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with motherfuckers like that. And all that punctified shit in niggas' bloodstream. Niggas is punks. You know what I'm saying? Nigga won't, only thing a nigga gonna fight with it is his brother, his own sister, his own woman, his goddamn children. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some hoe ass niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? When it come time to fight that beast, you bitch ass niggas got all the excuses in the world. But when it come time to fight your motherfucking own, you niggas show up and ready to punch the motherfucking clock. And that's that bitch shit in a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I just deal with it just like that. That's that bitch shit in a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You fight your brother, kill your brother. You fight your sister, kill your sister. You jumping on the elderly, robbing them. The children, you don't even defend the children. These motherfuckers coming down here kidnapping children, kidnapping the sisters and shit, and throwing them in trunks and shit. You know what I'm saying? You bitch ass niggas won't do nothing. Then when a motherfucker say, let's dig in this beast's chest, then you motherfucker, oh man, I can't. Bitch ass nigga, shut up. You's a bitch ass nigga. Just, we got to call it like it is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go and plaster your motherfucking blueprint all across the internet to deal with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's that bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to plaster your shit up all over and just to deal with them motherfucker. Shit, you move like the wind. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we in and we out. Nigga, like the wind. It's just like when, they put, you put your towels and you put your bed sheets outside. You know what I'm saying? On the line, and the wind just move through that shit. You know what I'm saying? All you seeing is shit, the wind moving through there, dog. And that's how you move. You ain't got to plaster. So just the fact that, we put a spirit out there that our people have to stand up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Even at the time now, all we do is sit back. Yeah, we looking at, the reality of our people, in this virus shit, catching this shit and looking at all our family, how vulnerable they is and shit, this, that, and the third. We got to quit, being a victim. That's we that's one of the big, we just sit back and we ain't playing, we is the victim. Sometimes but we ain't playing the victim, we is the goddamn victim. We are all the time because we ain't got no power to be anything else but a motherfucking victim. You know what I'm saying? When they whoop a motherfucker ass in the street, niggas don't do shit. You go out there and march and shit and this, that, and we put the plastic. No, that ain't power. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't even understand the power. Power is backed up by force and demand. When you got power, you don't negotiate with a motherfucker. You tell a motherfucker what it is, and after that, you dig in his motherfucking ass. That's all it is to it. Force make a motherfucker apologize real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because he know that that force can come crashing down on his ass. You ain't gonna, if you're gonna keep negotiating, ain't power. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you go up there and you legislate for reparations, that's negotiation. That ain't got nothing to do with force. That ain't got nothing. That's weakness. You understand? Because really, it's begging when you negotiate with him. Please, would you work with me, please? And then after that, then what you gonna do? When he say fuck you, and in your negotiation, just what happens after the negotiation? Nothing, nigga. So you gonna go out there and cry and say, well, they didn't give me nothing. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't give me nothing, this, that, and the third. And like I say, but if a nigga owe you $100, you ready to take his motherfucking life. But when it come time for the beast that owe you goddamn 3/4, if not the whole country, you understand? You ain't got nothing for him. You gonna go down there and beg him, and this goddamn 400 years after the fact, and they still taking shit from you. They done took all your little land that your peoples had. That's another thing, that we slept on. Black people had a lot of little, some land. I ain't gonna say it's little compared, but it was far much more than what we got right now. We didn't respect grandmama, great grandmama, and them down there on them farms. We didn't respect them. We didn't. We want to be city slickers with the beasts. You see what I'm saying? So we came up here to be up here in these cities with these goddamn beasts. We left the land. And when we left, grandmamas and uncles and this, that, they didn't, with vulnerable, they didn't have no family down there to help them with them. They robbed them, killed them, took the land. You know what I'm saying? I seen documentaries on that shit. That's that bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? Then niggas want to talk about getting some shit. And we done lost so much shit that we done already had. Everything we talking about getting, we already had. You know what I'm saying? All we had to do is put that goddamn black power with it, in which many of them did. But it wasn't it's just like in Africa. You know what I'm saying? When they showed up to Africa, it wasn't no regional, no continental, understanding. That if something like this happened, because I don't, to our people, it never happened before. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, you had some cities that was doing some things, you know what I'm saying, but you didn't have no regions, and you ain't had no, no national unity and cooperation with cities like that. That if you keeping an eye on one keeping an eye on the other. And as we growing, we connecting, on a regional, national level to where we could take it to the very next level. Not just a city that's doing something. You got states and shit. Cities within a state that then unified and took it to another level. So we were just city states. You had some cities that was doing something, and a city could be taken down. You know what I'm saying? Especially if his brother, he ain't got no brothers that's, in other cities that's going to step up and say something about this shit and do something about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very sad state, that we are in today. We're very, very vulnerable. The only thing is going to change it is global African supremacy. You can African nationalism, black nationalism it deals with the nationalistic aspect. Yes, a nation, but in these days, you know, and this is the political, spiritual ideology of the Black Power cartel, BPC, gas, global African supremacy. We have to be supreme. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers, you know, let me plug this computer up because this motherfucker about to die. And I'm gonna yeah. If they ain't talking about that, they ain't talking about shit. I'm just being 100. I can guarantee you. You motherfuckers, if you don't move in that direction, when the next shit pop off, you know what? You're going to see a lot of motherfuckers crying. Again, I can guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? And what's going to be the next plan? You know, the next beast they're going to vote for. What's going to be the answer when old Biden get in there? If he get in there, what his response going to be? You know what I'm saying? And so, like I say, we have to be looking for the 1-2 today. Very vulnerable at this time. And like I say, and I don't bring this up. Niggas, no, if you've been fucking with the general, I've been talking about this shit over 10 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? I've been talking about many of these concepts over 10 years ago. I've always dealt with, you know, black politics and global politics from an African perspective. You know what I'm saying? Revolutionary perspective. Because the shit I talk about, motherfuckers scared to talk about. You know, they got to keep that shit in that box where they feel comfortable. I don't, you know, when I start losing I love my people enough that I'm not going to let nobody stop my tongue. You understand what I'm saying? From speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. You know, some of us got to be responsible enough to say what it is. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I've been here, I've been that kind of person. I don't even watch what I just, you know, I say it straight from the heart. I don't come with no pre-scripted shit. And, you know, and I love all my family, but I ride by myself. You know what I'm saying? Even my brothers and them, you know what I'm saying? Early on when I used to go out, you know what I mean? And they would come with me. You know what I'm saying? Early on, they be there standing right beside me. You know, 5 of my good brothers, you know what I'm saying? That road where y'all see them up there. And I used to laugh and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be on the mic and they over there and they standing strong. They soldiers. And I used to tell family, I said, yeah, it looked like they guarding me, don't it? But reality, I'm guarding them. Because if you fuck with any one of them, I'm the most vicious nigga you gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? You know, how I move. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's just them. Nigga, I'm the most vicious motherfucker up there. You fuck with any of them, you gonna see the worst come out of me. Because I'm going to be, you know, merciless. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have no mercy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Sword dropping, that's all it is. I don't even know, excuse me, no apologies, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I have a protective nature over all that I love. I've got a protective nature over all that I love. And I feel at where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That I am totally obligated for the blessings that I done received in my life, you know, from the ancestors to continue to be, unapologetic about the message that need to be said to the people. That's just the facts. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, I love family and I got a lot of soldiers that I ride with. You know what I'm saying? And gonna continue to ride with. But they know me. You know what I'm saying? They know me and they know how I get down. There's no disrespect to them. They just know me. They say, that's sad. You know what I'm saying? They love me nonetheless. We ride nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? But I'm that motherfucker that, you look up, I'm already gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm already gone. You know what I'm saying? Just sit, by the time you get there, this shit already been taken care of, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, I'm just wanted to come on because I'm trying to, get back into my momentum, and it's necessary. The messages that I send is very clear. It's the time. It's that time. And y'all already know what it is. It's that time. If you at home, do a little studying and shit, meditate, but just don't meditate about and get some information in your head. Then meditate. Just don't be out there meditating. Like, no, you ain't no goddamn Buddhist, nigga. Get some of them lessons up there. If you at the crib and shit, and you got, you got that time on your hand, this is the time to open up some of them good books and, putting some of them documentaries on the screen and watching the master teachers, and then after you watch you one or two or watch you one good one, then you meditate and you write. You know what I'm saying? You write. The mind is gonna be vigorous. Do it early too. Don't wait till you're damn there sleepy and shit. Get up early and get that mind exercising and being it's a critical time, write something down. Family gonna look back on these times and shit, and you could put them notebooks together, put them journals together, about what went on at this time, and put something there for your babies. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be and they're gonna pull them books up and they're gonna pull them journals up or the trials and tribulations that we going through, and then when they go in there and say, oh damn, great grandmama said so and so and so, no, this shit is for the ages. You know what I'm saying? And the ancestors in the cosmos is reaching out to you, and it's lessons that's being learned. You know what I'm saying? And we should be, continuing to pass down a very serious, unapologetic message to our people. You understand what I'm saying? So that they can be in a much stronger position in the future. And we should never be in this predicament again. I hate to see family in this predicament. We shouldn't be, and we can change this. And you're not going to change it, trying to be friends with the motherfucking man that's making this shit happen. We, like Dr. Clark, and I'm about to end, we have no friends. Okay? We have no friends. And I want you to get that through your thick ass skull. We have no friends. And just like Dr. Clark said, if you look in the mirror, and you don't see a friend there, you ain't got nothing, nigga. You ain't got no friend. Even in yourself. That's the first place. And if you see that, that's it. That's family. That's all you need. It's the selfishness. The master teacher, love him. Dr. John Henry Clark. That's somebody you most definitely need to have up in this time. Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, Khaled. You know what I'm saying? You need that fire up there. You don't need, nigga, you need that fire up there on there, in vigor. And yes, you got the generals of the day. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how you know they ass is online. When you go back in the motherfucking, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how you judge a motherfucker. You got you got the holy scholarship of the ages, and that's how you could judge a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But if you just, and you start with the motherfuckers of the day, you know what I'm saying? Without, seeing, the messages that didn't already, you don't have no criteria on what to judge a motherfucker. You don't even know what they saying that's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shit, motherfucker, you hear some shit, you clapping and shit, nigga, and you ain't gonna be in no better predicament. You probably be in a worse predicament after you hear this shit. So family, love you. I'm about to get on up out of here. I'm gonna try to be black tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do, as much teachings as I can possibly do. Y'all just stay in tune. Y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that notification button. Y'all fuck with me, like I say, over there on SETI University, generalseti.com. Like, I'm uploading every fucking thing that I've ever done on that site. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. If anytime or any for any reason my shit, go down, that's where you go. That's where everything gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's General Sarah Seti. And then my Patreon, that's that fly page. You know what I'm saying? That, I put exclusive shit on there. So, you know what I'm saying? That's exclusive. You know what I'm saying? That's that fly page. You know what I'm saying? When I'm whoop, that's when I'm ready to get in the octagon. You know what I'm saying? That's that training. That Patreon is my octagon. When I'm training to go in motherfuckers' miles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Live stream. I got live stream connected to my Patreon. So, it's a hell of experience. Be a part of that, because y'all know I make sure family, that support me, that they get that fly shit. I don't, let them down. You know what I'm saying? KingSeti.com online marketplace. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching 500 satisfied customers very soon. You know what I'm saying? 500. You know what I'm saying? Family keep coming back because they know, I deliver. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no problems. They products is there. You know what I'm saying? I get them out damn near the day they send them. They make the order. You know what I'm saying? And so I haven't had no problems yet. You know what I'm saying? 500. So I got a lot of fly products, and I'm gonna continue to add to the marketplace. So go on over there and get you some. I guarantee you're gonna find something that you like. Got something for the kings, got something for the queens. I'm expanding to the babies. You know what I'm saying? So, go on over there and, support your brother. I'll be back. I'll be black tomorrow. Hopefully. I won't be long. I ain't staying gone long. If I'm not black tomorrow, goddamn it, I'm gonna be black the next day. So y'all stay tuned. All right, family. This is the General Sarah Seti. And hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. And confrontation. Scary ass niggas. Black power.